Well, in Pullman, they're happy the Cougs are back home. It's been 35 days since they played a game in Gesa Field, and they're welcomed not just by their students, but families. Yes, it's family weekend in Pullman. And there are the Cougs as they take their home field after, well, an interesting last couple of weeks. Today they play the Rockets from the University of Toledo. And the MAC welcome, along with Ryan Leaf, Nigel Burton on the field, Ted Robinson. Yeah, it's been a fascinating 2 weeks. The bottom line, no moral victories, yet the Cougs have to feel some pride in how they played against two ranked teams.
And if you're a fan or if you're an alumnus, you tend to look at the wins and losses of it all, but what they've been able to do and the improvement they've made under Jimmy Rogers, I think it's something everybody has to take into consideration, and it's a reason why they're going to have a big chance to get a win against the Toledo Rockets today.
And the crossing route is caught, but a good tackle right on the spot. Colby Humphrey stops the receiver, Trayvon Rudolph.
Chip trained him again, not here with Toledo. Second straight week he's out. So it's Kenji Christian lead, Connor Wallensack the second back. That is Carter Pabst in motion. Eckhouse is going to keep it off the pull, and he'll get some yardage. And that's going to give the Cougars a shot on third down.
Every player they have is within 8 yards of the line of scrimmage. They are not threatened by the passing game at all.
Eckhouse underneath, and that's going to be a catch and a first down. Trey Lechner, tight end, on the catch. Ooh, big. Wow, that's the Crimson Sea that just parted up the middle for Eckhouse, and he punches that out to give them a shot. It'll be a short third.
You know, just a great call. You go empty, something you've probably seen on film all week. The
second and one, pitch back. Taking the shot, Meredith's out there. And Washington State, the first explosive of the game. Eckhouse to Meredith for 41.
Just a wonderful job. They've been dominating the running game, so they all flock to it, and Meredith
is two explosive plays on offense in the first quarter plus for the Cougars, and they have flipped the field after what Jimmy Rogers talked about. There's Pulalasi with a run. And there's a guy who... All right, Pulalasi is the back, third and fourth. Quick hit. And there is the effort by Lechner to run through the tackle and getting Washington State first and goal.
You need to make somebody break a tackle, pick up a first down.
Coming your way. Pulalasi stays in. No, Eckhouse going to keep it. Eckhouse edging. Eckhouse is in. Touchdown, Washington State.
You want a little Baker, Ted? Here's a little Baker. We're going to shake and bake with the ball out outside on the perimeter. Good job by him putting the ball up there and showing it.
He's graduating with a degree in criminal justice, and you see he proposed her, and she said yes. That's when you know he won the lottery. Congratulations to Alana and Ross this morning on this field here in Pullman.
You're good in the middle. You're good on the back end. Your eyes, you trust them, and they've been very good all day today.
And Eckhouse on the keeper gets a first down.
And as you've seen today, having not been able to rush the football, Zebbie's been the difference in the running game so far.
This is something right here that Washington State wants to try to utilize today. They thought that played. And Voorhees picks his way up the middle, and there's the good effort by Voorhees for a Washington State first down. With a short motion at the bottom. First down, Cougars at their 45. Eckhouse looking for a shot. He has Noga out there, but there, and it's caught. It doesn't go to Noga, it goes to Meredith again, and it's to the 15 of Toledo.
It's a good job of both receivers running the post. As you can see, Noga is just wide open there, but he puts it perfectly to Meredith. Now, this is just double post, and when you get man-to-man coverage, you want to take the bigger shot. I don't know if he even looked at the fact that Noga...
Of a second 40-yard completion of the first half for Washington State. And another red zone appearance. And Eckhouse has room to run this. And he'll get down to the 10.
And they just have kicked themselves over and over when they've been down and not been able to get the big play.
All right, that pass to the back, and it is a leaping grab for a touchdown. Tony Freeman.
You get yourself in a jam, young man. Get yourself out of it. He does a perfect job here of stepping up in the pocket. Watch this. It just opens up. He looks like he's going to run, gets the guy to come forward, and then sees a one-on-one option. Back turned by the defensive back.
All right, Leo Pulalasi is the running back alongside Eckhouse. We'll give it to him a first down run. And Pulalasi does a nice job. And again, boy, he's living up to exactly what Jimmy Rogers told us yesterday. All right, so here we go now with the Cougars on a second down. And again, going to run Pulalasi and get a first. Just enough. Van Eckhouse, given time, drifting, buying more time, still buying time, now going to run it, flag comes down, Eckhouse is not down yet, and he's finally out close to the 45, and we'll see. And not near field goal range yet, so.
Circled up right there in the middle of the field. Last time they used a spy that came back over the top, but they go back to the...
Eckhouse to run it, oh, and a big time tackle. If that tackle doesn't happen from Braden Alls, Eckhouse is going to get a first down. 6 points.
I mean, I'm just running.
Out of empty, taking the deep shot down the field for Pat. And he caught it on the multiple juggle. First touchdown for Carter Pabst.
I mean, again, you have absolutely everything in the middle of the field, and he just says, I'm going to throw it up and say my freshman is going to out-duel your senior and Andre Fuller.
Better in the D-line was the pressure for Toledo, so Toledo starts in Washington State territory, and the Cougar defense does a nice job there against Kenji Christian in 4 years. Here's Gleason. Well, that's what Eckhouse has done well in the first half of the Cougars, and Gleason does it.
And that got him forward for enough.
Short second down. Run it again. Cougars bottle it up. Christian is going to be down.
For Washington State are around the football in this tackle. I mean, they run to the ball exceptionally. All 11 guys are within.
Extra rush coming, and they get to Gleason. The loose ball, though, covered by Cole Rett of Toledo. Darian Dalton, the sack for Washington State, and the forced fumble.
Imagine what he got here.
Two tight ends for the Cougars. Eckhouse swings it out to Pabst. A nice motion play. And a good. That's just well designed, and Pabst has a first down for Washington State. First down run, Kenji Christian in there. He was about to bounce and see if he could get outside against Tucker Large. Quick slant, there it is. Vanderloss, and he is hit down right at, well, looks like the mark again is going to be a football short of the 30-yard line. Julian Duggar from Pittsburgh. And this is what he has. He has legs and he has speed. He gets out. Pulalasi is the running back. And Eckhouse keeps it and gets the first down. Gleason no huddle. Hands it off. And Wallen's that. And now this is where rugby can only be stopped, and that's the right thing with the officials. To do something they've not been able to do, really run the game on the ground, run clock. Try it again with Voorhees on first down. Get a couple. Christian leaks out, little tip interception. The drought ends.
But just a great job of being in the right place in zone. Ball is open receiver, but it's not an accurate pass, just off his hand, and Parker McKenna is right there for the huge turnover in plus territory once again yesterday to know they have a place to be and a solution found.
There's Voorhees on a first down run here. And again, if you don't know, maybe do a little Googling. You'll read a little bit more about the...
And second down, Eckhouse keeping it himself. Ooh, and he got leg tripped, but he is going to get... Yep, he got the mark for the first down.
They've tried. It really depends on the guys they have out on the perimeter blocking.
Ooh, nice cutback there. That's a good run. Good effort by Kirby Voorhees. And Voorhees will get it.
Great cut.
Voorhees, boy, that's 2 plays, back-to-back plays like that. Although Voorhees has contributed nicely on this last possession. Voorhees up to 51 yards now on 12 carries. And this is Eckhouse on the roll, and Eckhouse takes it down inside the 10. It'll be not quite a first down. Well, first down here should salt it. They need 1 yard, and they'll get it. On the run by Voorhees, Toledo with no timeouts. The only stoppage will be for 2 minutes. Yeah, look at that stack alignment. Now they shift. Direct snap to Voorhees. And Voorhees up the middle, and he's in for the Washington State touchdown. It's a different look they showed last week when the ball instead went to Duggar, freshman quarterback. This time it goes to Voorhees.
Yeah, really subtle, well done, and executed perfectly for the touchdown. Made for no excuses in this game. Both teams played incredibly hard.
Third down, little underneath throw. And dragging his way out to give Toledo its best shot. Terrell Crosby, it'll leave them. I feel like this is going to be a 65-minute game. I think we've had a lot of time put back on the clock, don't you?
It's like the injury time in soccer.
And that's going to be, let's see where the mark is. Do you get a first down? No.
Washington State, after a sluggish start, found a little something, exploited it, and made big plays. I tell you right now, a 4-4 team coming off 2 tough losses, but incredibly competitive play. This is what was needed here for this Cougar team on the Palouse.
And after playing all season as independents this year, next week the 2 Pac-12 schools will actually play each other for the first time. Oregon State and Washington State will play in Corvallis. They'll have a rematch here Thanksgiving weekend. We'll be here for that to wrap up our football season.